Gather your feathers about you. The last fragment is within those ruins. You've flown true. The luminary Indrik's door is closed. Find the path to the top and take the next step on your journey.
It has been many long years since a mortal entered my domain. And now here you are, following in Ulfsild's footsteps. Welcome to my domain, adventurer, bearer of my fable. I sense the power of the Scholarium within you. Your ink-stained hands have touched the altar's magic. I sensed too when Ulfsild's essence faded from this realm. After all these years, do you hope to be her inheritor? I sense potential. You hunger for power, much as Ulfsild did when she sought me out all those years ago. I will ask you the same question I asked her. Do you deserve this power? The power to edit grimoires, to rewrite magic. What confidence! You believe you have the wisdom to use my power. The power to maim or mend, to blast with flame or freeze with ice. We shall see. First, my door must open once again. Place the fable you carry with you upon the dais. A story is never just a story. It has the power to change, from within and without. The fable of the Indrik acts as a symbolic connection, a commitment from me to you. Place the book, and open the path. It's good to taste the ink of the Scholarium upon the air again. Power can mean many things. Its meaning may change with each new day, each turn of the season. Ulfsild learned this hard lesson when the Scholarium slipped away. If I am to teach you as I taught her, I must learn what power means to you. A scroll nearby details a series of challenges, expressions of power, both subtle and not. Choose two to complete, that I might know what power means to you. You do not know me yet, but I am no taskmaster. Power expressed against one's will is no power at all. Attempt only the challenges that appeal to you. When you are done, return, and we will take your next step together. Rest easy. I would not set you to task without cause. There is method to my mindset. In the meantime, you have many questions. Mortals always do. I would be disappointed if you did not. Scribing is an art esoteric, translating the very stuff of magic into mortal hands by luminary liaison. There's much you do not understand. Yet. If magic is a river, we are eddies in the current. We are not masters of the river, but we are a part of it. The river is us. We are the river. Each of us awakened in a different manner, time, and place. I am the oldest to choose my form, I believe. Why are you the way that you are? Why do you have smooth skin, 2 eyes, and walk upon 2 legs? You are what you were born to be, and I'm the same. I was able to choose my shape, but there was no other shape I could have been. My pocket domain, shaped and hewn into being in the same way I chose my form. I find it a pleasant respite from the larger world. Other luminary domains may have been formed with different goals. Only partially. Scribing, even in its earliest incarnations, seemed destined to use a luminary's power. It was Ulfsild's idea to bind my domain to the Scholarium, which in turn led to great achievements and those beautiful doors. In Ulfsild's time, yes, it did. The strength of the luminaries channeled into the very heart of the scribing altar allowed for incredible feats, and may do so again, depending on how you fare. Indeed, Each of us formed a pocket realm as we were born. None of us could answer the question of why, if that has risen to the top of your mind. Each of us has an opinion, of course, but that's also in our very nature, it would seem. I think we are very alone, each of us. And Aetherius, in its wisdom, did not wish us to be both alone and wandering. This sense of isolation is something we each grapple with in our own way, as did Ulfsild, of course. Of course. The noble beast whose shape I chose felt right at home among these falling petals and verdant greens. When I need a moment's peace, or to rid my mind of stray thoughts, I'm grateful that this was the space that formed around me. I would be disappointed if you did not. Scribing is an art esoteric, translating the act of scribing is really quite simple. You focus your will, put ink to parchment, and scrawl your soul upon the page. You change the magic, and the magic changes you. Focus your intent, and fire becomes frost. Venom becomes shock. That was Ulfsild's choice. She spoke to other scholars of her time, her husband, her friends. But scribing was a path she walked alone. It was a choice I believe she came to regret in the end. To consider the meaning of power. Every being alive thinks they understand it. But how to gain power, or what power to gain, is not the crucial question. How should power be used? That is what drives me. Gladiators in a ring, the unquiet dead, a Daedric incursion, overlords reigning in the depths. They all possess the means to destroy, to control. I encourage you to see that power firsthand, and consider how you yourself would use it.
The Scroll has set you on the path to learn the art of scribing. A world of magic awaits you. I've left behind a letter. Through my lens, sticks out in the east wing. The lens and the fables are silent.
They serve by choice. They serve the strong. They serve me. The skins of those you love will fly as my banner.
Well done, mortal. You have risen to the challenge. One task remains. If I am to lend you my strength, you must lend me yours. Power for power. A wrong righted, and another step on the path. My own. One day, as I enjoyed the sun upon my pelt, I beheld a hunter tracking an Indrik and her fawn. The hunter moved in to claim their prize, and the hind perished. The fawn leapt for freedom, and the hunter gave chase. I stepped in. I imbued the fawn with a wisp of my power, but in acting with haste, I acted unwisely. My power protected the fawn, true enough, but it gathered the hunter in its wake. Now predator and prey are trapped in a chase unending. I granted my power to a being that did not ask for it, and did not know how to use it. The height of arrogance. A vice I have been accused of on occasion. Use the lens, find their trail, and release these poor souls from my power without focus. Seek the fawn and the hunter in a southern Auridon cavern. Del's Claim, I believe it is called today. Restore this ill-used power, and I will lend my strength to yours. A signpost on your path to master scribing. Of course, this chase has been running for some time now. Another moment to clarify your mind, improve your focus, will not hurt. The term itself was chosen by Ulfsild, you understand. None of us thought of ourselves as particularly radiant before our work with the Archmage brought us together. Aside from myself, the luminaries are the Niche, the Griffin, and the Dragon. Obstinate to a fault, he's convinced he's the shield behind which we might all find safety. And look where that got him. His little friend is far more intriguing. Strange little beast that he is. She craves mysteries, mind puzzles, and riddles. Hoards them, as a real dragon might. There in her mind. Always on the lookout for a new prize to add to her collection. What can I say that encapsulates the experience that is the Niche? It follows its own currents as it floats through life. Means well, truly, and attempts to see joyful things done in the world. Just insists on doing them in its own Niche way. I was already old when Ulfsild and I first spoke, centuries ago. I have lived the length of many mortal lives. To see such a young, beautiful creature on the verge of oblivion, I acted without thinking. A mistake in the end. Truth is a form of power, mortal. And the truth is that I have made poor decisions, just as you have. One of the things that binds us together, I suppose. The gods want us to learn by doing, and failure is a very instructive teacher. The act of scribing is really quite simple. You focus your will, put ink to parchment, and scrawl your soul upon the page. You change the magic, and the magic changes you. Focus your intent, and fire becomes frost. Venom becomes shock. That was Ulfsild, my pocket domain, shaped and hewn into being in the same way I chose my form. Indeed, each of us formed a... I think we are very alone, each of us. And Aetherius only partially. In Ulfsild's time, the noble beast who...
me. Hounds after it.
You are no keeper. Don't you see what she has done?
Quite the challenge, little fawn. Another trophy for my collection. Thicken!
Take my soul.
Just as I said, my power overwhelms the fawn. A ward of that power now binds it. Dispel the ward. Return with us if you wish. I will see both of you in my domain then. I will grant my promised power to the one that sought it, and offer safe harbor to the one that did not. The fawn is safe. My strength returned. And you have had a moment, I hope, to reflect on power and its wise application. Now, as with Ulfsil before you, I offer you the Sigil of the Indrik. You will take it to the altar and imbue my strength within. The power I pass to you will infuse every drop of ink, every sheet of parchment, each whorl and dot upon the page. Until now, your mastery of the art was limited. With my support, your horizon expands. So too, the vision of your allies. I will ensure their efforts to explore and chronicle the contents of the Scholarium meet with success. Your knight has returned, with allies at her side. But that can wait. Mortal, fable-bearer, friend, accept my gift to you, the power of a luminary of magic. You have completed my trials. You have shown wisdom in the use of your power. Take my sigil, join its essence with the altar, and let the ink flow once again.
Good to see you again. You'll find her over in the East Wing with our newest arrival.